Everyone, thanks for joining me for today's Lunch and Learn. I'm Keith Armour. I'm the Education and Homework Support Manager down here at the main library by the Adult Learning Center. Today we're going to talk about getting ready for kindergarten. And I know what you're thinking. Well, don't the kids start kindergarten in the fall? Well, this is a perfect time to start doing some early literacy skills and really focus your child or your grandchildren into understanding a little bit more. So we're going to show you some tools. We're going to show you some story times. We're going to show you a great program that Ohio has, a great program that Ohio just adopted, and then of course some in-person activities that would really help a preschooler get ready for kindergarten in the fall. So let's go ahead and dive in for this week's Lunch and Learn. Thanks. Well, all right, we've arrived at our website, cincinnatilibrary.org. We're going to come right over here in Books and Media, click on that, and then a drop-down menu shows, and we're going to go over to Audience, and we're going to click on Kids and Families. There'll always be activities at the top that you can go to, and we're going to check out some activities shortly. But I want to focus on story time with the library. Story time is so important to getting your child or your grandkids or your niece or your nephew ready for kindergarten. That lap time, they call it lap time because you're right there with your child and you're reading a book and they're getting into the pictures and you're pointing things out. It's such a great opportunity. Really connect pictures with the words and with things that interest them. So if you have a truck, if they're really into trucks, that's a great time to get a book on trucks and read it with your child. These are provided by the library. These are story time at the library from home. And this is Miss Sharon. She works at the main library downtown. And she's reading the book, I Have a Dream. And of course, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day was just this past Monday. So let's just take a real quick peek at the video.
Storytime at Home, presented by the Cincinnati and Hamilton County Public Library.
Hi friends, my name is Sharon and I'm the youth librarian downtown. Today I'm going to read a book to you called I Have a Dream. The words are written by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Over 50 years ago, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gave one of the most memorable and powerful speeches in the United States. He used his voice and actions to stand up for what he and millions of others believed in: equality and freedom for all people. I Have a Dream, paintings by Khadir Nelson. I say to you today, my friends, that even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream.
And Mr. Nelson just does such a beautiful job with illustrations. I mean, check out this illustration right here. I mean, just a beautiful job. And what I love about our videographer, he actually films over the shoulder of the reader so that your child can really see the beautiful illustrations and hear the words. And it's just so important to be able to do that. And it's such a great way to model some really good reading to a child as well. You can almost see right there the expression of these wonderful children right there in the picture. I mean, Mr. Nelson's books are just phenomenal. His illustrations are great. Right here is Watch on YouTube. If you click right here, it's going to take us directly to our YouTube channel and specifically to our Storytime at Home channel. And we have 289 videos here and counting. More and more videos are happening. We're filming them all the time. We just did some filming last week. And so it's really great to be able to have that. And we have new story times on our Facebook page on Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. And you can go directly there to our Facebook page. Now, if you want to know the book beforehand, you're going to have to re-watch one of our videos here. So if you're just catching on to our story time at homes, you can go back all the way from the beginning when we did our very first ones, and you can find a book and find a wonderful reader at the same time. Now, you'll not only see the title of the book, but you'll also see how long the story time is. So this one right here is Hibernation Hotel, and it's 7 minutes and 59 seconds. Some of these also have what's called important conversations. And those are things that, you want to make sure that your child's understanding, and mindfulness is one of them. Let me find another one on here. I don't see another one. All right. I know there's some other mindfulness activities, but what you want to do is you might want to preview it just to make sure it's a book that your child might like. Monster Trouble. Who wouldn't like that book? But I'm telling you, this is just a great way to kind of understand how important story time is. Of course, the most important teacher is you. You are your child's first teacher, and you want to make sure that you are providing that important story time where you snuggle together and you read the book and you point out different things, and you have your child point out different things. You say, oh, where is the color yellow? There's so many different ways that you can prepare your child for kindergarten simply by having some story time right there in your home. And here is a great to-go story time at home with our video channel with 289 books. We're going to go back. And this, of course, was about Dr. King, who we just celebrated this past Monday. And if you wanted to find some other books honoring Dr. King, you could click right here. These are staff-selected books. They might be new. They might be a little older. This was in 2021. This one's a brand new one. And a great way to introduce all sorts of things. Oh, here's Sing Aretha Sing. And of course, we can't forget about the wonderful Claretta Scott King and Ida B. Wells, and some really great children's books here. Also a book about Rosa Parks. And then there's some staff picks as well. So you've got staff picks here. And these are some new titles that are in our collection, and even ones that are on order. These top ones right there are on order. And it's amazing how many books that we actually have in our collection. Now, here's Penguin Awareness Day. You didn't know that there was a Penguin Awareness Day. And just recently, this past week, the Cincinnati Zoo announced a baby penguin was born, and they named it Rose after the lovely Betty White, who passed away last year. But here is all sorts of great books about penguins. I wonder if they have one of my favorites. They do not have one of my favorites. Tacky the Penguin. Look that one up. Tacky the Penguin is hilarious. Tacky likes to wear a Hawaiian shirt, and he's the most clumsy but lovable penguin you'll ever want to find. Find Tacky the Penguin. It's a great book. But that's Penguin Awareness Day. There's some other ones here as well. Here is our collection of new books to check out. And here are our picture books that are new in our collection. And you can view all. Board books are really great because they're very sturdy. And there's some wonderful board books. You can view all there too. On order, here are some books that are on order. Who is Queen Elizabeth II? That's a lovely series about famous people. There's Captain Kirk. But those are ones that are on order. Then you've got great read alouds. And remember, the new librarian. Here's the new librarian, the librarian. And this is actually a streaming video book that you can watch and read that book as well. Now we're going to go here. We're going to go down here to important skills here. You can talk, sing, read, play, and write. Those are really the essential early literacy skills that really get your child ready for kindergarten. And all of you know how to talk to your child. All of you can sing a song. And remember, children do not know or care if you're off key, like I would be. But reading to a child is so important. But playing, playing with the child, making sure that they understand how things work, write, have them writing and trying to print letters and write their name. Those are great ideas here. And you can go right here on our website, Early Literacy Tips. And it goes in a little bit more detail. There's baby talk, sing aloud, story time, write on, playtime fun, and then some other things on here as well. Those are great ways to get your child really understanding the importance of language and how to communicate with each other and how the written word helps with all sorts of different things. That's the way you get them ready for kindergarten. Another wonderful program that the library is really very proud that Ohio's part of is the Ohio Imagination Library. And this is all kids from birth to age 5 get to get a book. And this is how it works. We're going to click right here on how it works. It couldn't be easier. What happens is you start your child enrolling your child. Look how easy it is. You put your parent's name, first and last name here. You pick which county, and these are all counties in Ohio. You put your email address in. You put your phone number. And then you select the month your child was born and the birth year. Now, this is good for anyone who was just born all the way to age 5. And you can opt in as an email or a text opt in. And what's wonderful is each month, your child gets a free book through the mail, right delivered to their house each month. So a really great collection. And look at this already. They started in 2020, and look at the number of children that were born, and look at the funds that were allocated from the Ohio General Assembly to make sure that those books got in the kids' hands. This is part of Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, and there's some great stories here too. But you couldn't be easier to get your child to have a free book that comes in the mail. And I'm telling you, when I was a child and I got something in the mail, like a card from my grandma or granddad, it was really exciting. I can only imagine how exciting it is when a child gets a book in the mail. So definitely sign them up for Ohio Governor's Imagination Library. That's so easy, and I'll make sure that I provide a sign up for that as well. Now we're going to go back to this page. Remember, you could read that. This is the Ohio Imagination Library here. And I'm going to point out Ohio Overdrive. Click right here. These are all of our kids' collections. So there's a monster in my book. And look, available. All of these are available. Hero with Super Books. Fun facts and trivia. Don't forget about nonfiction books. When you're getting your child ready for kindergarten, read a lot of nonfiction. That can really get them excited about a particular topic. that they might be really interested in. Dinosaurs, you can't go wrong with dinosaurs. Here's some good chapter books. So definitely check out the huge collection of e-audio and e-books that are here on our collection from Overdrive. Now I'm going to go back and we're going to come right over here to Early Learning from World Book. This is World Book.
Creepy
and
crawlies.
it has so many
Creepy
great
people.
things.
My body.
There's some early
basics.
learning basics up here. Fun with words. And here's some good computer time.
Welcome to reading. Go, go. Old MacDonald had a farm.
And look, there's the alphabet song. Are you sleeping? These are great songs talking about one of the skills is singing. And maybe you're not the greatest singer, but you definitely know how to sing Rock-a-Bye Baby.
Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop when the...
Now I know you all know that, but this is a great rhymes are such a great way to getting kids understanding words and having them sing a song. Now there are some stories in here too.
Cinderella.
There's Cinderella, and you can listen to the story.
Once upon a time, there was a gentleman who married.
Okay. Now I'm going to go back because this is a great way to get your child ready for kindergarten by visiting this right here, the Early Learning from World Book. And that's World Book Encyclopedia. Now, a couple other ones is Tumble Books, ABC Mouse. You have to come into the library to experience that. And then Bookflix. Bookflix is another one that's really great for kids, but also for adults because you can hear and see the different ways that people narrate books and how they use voices and how they get them involved. And these are great because they pair
animals and nature,
a fiction with a non-fiction book. And so that's another way to check out those areas. Now, I do want to point out a new program that, here it is. This is a new program. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so you can all see it. And this is, I'm going to see if I can, okay. This is a new program for free school readiness program for Ohio children. And I'll make sure that there's a link here for it, but it's a no cost for anyone who provides this. And what's great is that they also provide a computer and Wi-Fi access as well. So we'll make sure that we give you this information to sign up. It's very easy to sign up. You click right here, you register. There's a little bit of training and then use at home. And then this gets you ready, and you and your child ready for kindergarten. And this is a new program that was just announced. So you want to register really quickly. Click here to register. I'm clicking. Oh, maybe I need to click here. There we go. And you fill out the information here. Your child will need to know a lot before school begins. Things like knowing the letters of the alphabet, counting to 10, writing their name. And it says join the thousands of parents who have helped their child learn their skills more with Waterford Upstart. Save your spot today. And I know that there are limited times or limited amount of people, but here is Ohio right there. So you want to go ahead and register for that. And how does it work? They send you a laptop. Your child uses their software, and then they support you all the way. And you have to find out if you're eligible right here by filling out this information. All right? So that's definitely another thing that you can check out. Now, we are having some events that are still in person. So what I did was I went to our events page, and I, of course, started with tomorrow, which is Friday. And I also came down here and I clicked Birth through preschool. And look at all of these activities. You've got in-person play date over at Mount Healthy. And a play date means come to a play date at Mount Healthy where little one plays, sings, dances, and reads with a librarian. Caregivers can chat with each other and enjoy a cup of coffee on us. And that is happening over at Mount Healthy. And look at all of the future play dates that they have every Friday. And then you have in-person movers and shakers. That's a great program, and where they sing and dance and enjoy music and movement. And it is recommended for 1 through 4. So they're getting ready for kindergarten even when they're 1 year old. And then we have, of course, our virtual story times are on here as well. But look at this, there's 929 events happening. So definitely check out the events and make sure that you're always looking at ways to figure out the audience and different activities that are going on there. So I'm going to go back to our main page, show you one more time. You go to Books and Media, you change it to by audience to kids and families. Click here, you'll see upcoming activities. You can see our latest video. You can also see all of our videos. What was that? 289, 289 videos of our story times. You can check out new books for kids. And then, of course, you have these activities right here that are just a click away. And then if you just need to review on the different ways that you can get your child ready, you can click here for early literacy tips. You can read these. And of course, you want to sign your child up for the Ohio Governor's Imagination Library. All right, so you can find all of that on our website. I'm going to click out, tell you a few more things, and we'll call it a day. Well, all right, getting ready for kindergarten does not start a week before school starts. It starts as soon as you start interacting with the child. I was, of course, I'm a former school teacher who taught 2nd and 3rd grade, and I'm telling you right now, you could always see the children that had a lot of interaction. They already knew how to work during story time and realize that that was real learning during story time. And so important to read to your child, to sing, to laugh, to play. And it's so easy to do that. And you don't have to spend 5 hours or $100,000 on different books and materials, because we've got it all here at the library for you. And with the Ohio's Governor's Imagination Library, you can actually have your child create a library of their own with their own books each month. That Waterford Upstart is something that's brand new. And so definitely, I don't know how you are eligible, but definitely fill that information out, see if you're eligible, and who knows, you might be able to get a computer and also those 15-minute activities that go along with that program. Don't forget about story time. We do our new story times are posted on Facebook on Mondays and Wednesdays. Check those out, and of course our wonderful channel that has over 289 videos on there. All right, thanks for joining me for today's Lunch and Learn. You have a good day. See ya.